The crash, it's definitely not over. However, we do have some good news to look forward. If you currently have a home for sale or you're planning on listing in the near term, these are must-know metrics so that you know what to expect in this market as you're about to list. Before we get into the details of the video, I'm going to give you one extreme example from Whitby. Whitby got hit very hard during this downturn. What do I mean by this? What I look for is showings to offer volume metrics. So in Whitby, in the past, you used to get one offer for every 7 people that used to come through a house. Now you get one offer for every 21 people that come through a house. Do you see it? The situation is pretty dire. I'm going to talk about these metrics and I'm going to tell you what you need to expect in the near term. Hi, my name is Vassil and I'm a chartered professional accountant by training. I am a full-time realtor that's built and invested in real estate right here in York Region, Toronto, and in secondary markets. Now let's get into the video. I'm making this video as a result of people reaching out to me telling me their situations with their listings right now and how expectations were not managed between themselves and their realtor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share some ideas on what I do with my own clients and listings, how I approach the market, data I look at so that I can manage expectations between myself, my clients, so that there are no surprises in what's already a very stressful situation, especially in a down market. I am curious, if you're currently in the market selling or buying, how well has your realtor managed expectations? Please comment below and let me know what actually happened, what you're happy with and what you're not happy with. This gives us all the feedback that we need in order to become better at our jobs and how to serve our clients better. Now let's talk about the metrics I was talking about earlier. Before listing, generally what I look at in a specific area is how many offers we're getting on average and how many showings. You can drill down using software like Broker Bay. You can drill down for a neighborhood and take a look what's happening on the ground floor. And then you can set expectations with the seller. In the first 72 hours of our listing, this is what I expect in terms of showings. This is what I expect in terms of offers. And that way we can gauge how well our listing is performing relative to the market. As realtors, for us, this is intuitive. This is second nature. We'll do this all the time. But for a seller, it makes all the difference in the world. These are people that are not active in the market on a day-to-day basis. Giving them some sort of metric that they can anchor to as we get into the market, it gives them an idea how they're doing. This way, we're not going into a listing blindfolded without any expectations and leaving everything up to chance. Before the market started declining, we'd get 20, 30, 40 showings in the first 72 hours. The first 72 hours are very indicative of what's going to happen with your listing for the most. Now, obviously, that has completely gone out the window now. And this is why I track showings and offers as the market is declining, because it's very important for me to know if I list something, what should be my expectation in the first 72 hours or in the first week if it's set up for an offer night. Let's get into the actual number. I've shared this in a prior video where I showed every single interest rate hike that we've had, what impact it had on offers. So as you can see here, these are the 3 interest rate hikes we had recently. We averaged 3,000 offers per week in Toronto for all property types. Once the interest rate hikes hit, we're now right down to 1,000. So what I did in this video, which was posted 2 or 3 weeks ago, I predicted that likely from 1,000, we're going to drop another 20 to 30%. The good news is I was wrong. Looking at offers and where we are right now, offer volume has actually remained consistent at about 1,000 offers per week. So this is the last 2 weeks. This is the good news. That means there's liquidity in the market. This does not mean that the market is going to stop dropping price-wise, but it's telling us that there is at least liquidity and there's interest. People are actually transacting, which is the most important thing. If we remove liquidity out of the market, we're all in very big trouble. For anybody watching this channel, you know that I like looking at offers. I think this is a leading indicator in terms of where we're going and what is happening. In this chart, what I've done here is I've highlighted the worst performers and the best performers as of the beginning of June. What this chart means is that in the past, 13% of people that came through your listing used to put an offer in. So for example, that's going back to my Whitby example where out of 7, 1 person will put in an offer. Now, 5% of people coming through are going to put an offer, so that works out to about 1 in every 21. Whitby is one of the worst performers when it comes to this, and then Vaughan has been one of the more resilient ones, but they weren't getting many offers to begin with, so they're around the 6 to 7% range, or 1 in every 15 people puts in an offer. Toronto has also been resilient, but Toronto as well is not immune to this. In the past, Toronto used to get 1 offer for every 11 showings. Now you're getting 1 offer for every 14 showings. This is one side of this equation. The other side of the equation is we're not getting the showings we used to get. So even though you need now 14 showings to get 1 offer, unlike the 11 showings you needed in the past, to get 14 showings on a listing right now in June, it's pretty difficult. You always have to anchor your expectations to something. So we're not working with perfect data, but some data is better than no data. At least we can then measure ourselves based on the average performance of the market, and then we can tweak our listings and our strategy in terms of what we do, because maybe we'll have to get more price aggressive. And maybe if that doesn't work, maybe it's not worth being listed to begin with. Maybe you're better off waiting. It doesn't matter. This is a personal decision, but I hope this provides a level of insight that you should lean on your realtors when you're listing, you're about to list, or you're thinking of listing. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can contact me by texting, emailing, or calling me, and I'll see you in the next one.